what's up? Just gonna go over a little dual swords build that I've been working on here. It's again the Ichigo Hitofuri and Uyako Toshiro dual elements fire and lightning swords, and I'll go over what the build is then, but I figured first I would do a little run of this what the fuck is it? One of the new missions, you know, whatever. So, focus a lot on anima charge, and I'm using Sonata. So, anyway, like I said, going over, let's see, on the main sword here, I've got a active skill key consumption. I already did a video on this build earlier, but it was with Master Swordsman instead of Sonata. But because I love the shit out of Sonata, the character, in Neo 1, I decided I was gonna, you know, wait until I could get the full set and be able to craft it and all that shit in this game, then give it another shot. Well, his set, unlike in the first game where it was built around the spear and buffing spear attacks and that kind of shit, in this game there's nothing spear specific, so no matter what weapon you're using, you can still use this this set. And with a Yasakani Magatama, you don't even need the spear at all to get the 6-piece bonus. Though if you want to use a different helm, you pretty much have to have the spear at that point, which is what I'm doing. I have the spear, I don't fucking use it. This thing's +4. I've put like no tempering time into it whatsoever. I don't use it. I'm using dual swords. My build is built around these fucking things right here. So I don't actually give a shit about any of the stats or the quality of this fucking weapon. It's there to complete this set. So yeah, the life bonus, cool, whatever. Most of these fucking sets already have that. Never winded, 50% chance. That's pretty great, but not totally necessary because I don't really run out of ki a lot. Um, Melee damage, always a good thing. Block, cool. Break, that's nice, especially against Revenants, which means it will also be nice in PvP when it comes out. Damage bonus for damage taken, A rating. That's pretty fucking cool. That builds up how much damage you put out, based on how much damage you take. However, it resets when you rest at a shrine. Yeah, when you pray at a shrine, die, or leave the mission. So whatever. Ignore the fucking shrines. Use shinobi boxes and shit to refill your fucking ninjutsu skills, your quick change scrolls, whatever. Now the skills I've got on the dual swords, since like I said, the spear doesn't fucking matter other than to complete a set. I've got active skill key consumption, use a lot of active skills. Life drain melee attack, can't go wrong with that. Melee ki damage, again, that's going to be great in PvP type shit. I've got shock accumulation on the sword. I try to balance out shock and burn accumulation, but it's pretty tough to actually make them even. Kind of sways in favor of one or the other. I've got attack bonus heart. You can also go with skill. Either one. Both really fucking good for a dual swords build, as long as you're putting your points right, and I'll go over those then. My bow and rifle are both pretty much there for the 2-piece bonuses of each. Life drain, bullseye. Okay, and if you notice, I've tempered them both to pretty much give me equipment and item drop rates. So I'm using the Tengu mask because super efficient yokai abilities all recover a portion of the anima spent when you use a yokai ability. Now, I'm not focusing solely on yokai abilities here, but I do want them to kick a fucking boss's butthole in whenever I do use them. So, this is fucking fantastic for that. I use a fucking yokai ability, 9.4% recovery of my anima. Okay, now, double-headed slice damage. Alright, like I said, this is pretty much a low stance build. You can use mid and high. I'm not gonna fucking say those won't work just as well, if not better. Obviously they do more damage than low attacks, but low attacks are faster, and my personal playstyle preference, that works. So, a lot of people using dual wield, or dual swords, will look for the skill buffs for Sign of the Cross. Alright, Sign of the Cross is fucking cool. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. You know what? It does a lot of damage on its own without being buffed. How often are you just fucking running up on a normal enemy doing Sign of the Cross? I don't. I'll do it at the end of a combo. But shit like double-headed slice and dual dragons, I use that shit all the fucking time. Sign of the Cross is a as-needed skill. I don't use it all the time. These other two, double-headed slice and dual dragons, I use all the time. So I want to buff the damage from them. Let's see. Key, item drop, equipment drop, attack. I don't need to go over that shit with you. if you're watching this, you already know what that shit is fucking good for. Okay, so on chest piece, life recovery, Amrita absorption, just like on the swords with life drain melee attack, this is pretty fucking nice. Helps keep you alive, build your health back up, especially when you're using extraction talismans. I use extraction talismans all the fucking time. I only have 10 points into both ninjutsu and Onmyo magic, and that's pretty much specifically for respectively quick change scrolls from ninjutsu and extraction talismans, and sometimes luck talismans from Onmyo. So you use extraction talismans with life recovery, Amrita absorption. As long as you're hitting them, you're getting your fucking health back. And whenever I get to my guardian spirits, you'll see another reason for that. Dual dragon damage, like I said, I use that, and double-headed slice a lot, being a low stance user. Defense bonus, Amrita gauge. Obviously, the more Amrita you have in your gauge, better your defense. Item and equipment drop, not going over it, it's fucking self-explanatory. There's more double-headed slice damage, gold earned, because why not? Everything else there is self-explanatory. Dodge key consumption, double-headed slice damage. Alright, key recovery bonus on Amrita gauge. Always good to have better key recovery. There's dual dragons on that one. See, I try to switch them up. Got a... Is it 1, 2... So what? 2 dual dragons and 3 double-headed slice. Alright. You can mix that shit up however you want. It doesn't fucking matter. I just do them because I use them the most. Let's see. Currently got 2 leaves. I'm open to switching it up. Whatever. But the anima charge is nice. Don't really need the auto-grave recovery these days. With 3 quick change scrolls and only 2 difficulty settings. Pretty easy to get through this game at this point until more shit comes out without dying. So anyway, anima charge, awesome. Elemental damage, fire and lightning on your fucking main weapon. Of course you want elemental damage buff. Burn, like I said, trying to even out burn and shock. Kind of leaning more in favor of burn, plus it is a damage over time. So that's slightly better than shock. Defense bonus courage, luck bonus Amrita gauge, good shit. The Yasakani, courage again, burn again, elemental damage again. Fuck, I'm tired. Life recovery, Amrita absorption again. Alright, now let's go over more stat-based shit. I'm not at 300 yet, as you can see. I'm only at 264 on this character. Put 20 in Constitution so that I don't really have any limitations on what armor I can wear. Same with Strength being at 22. Same fucking reason. Heart and Skill, up until about 2 hours ago, they were both even. But I try to fuck me running. Try to keep them fairly even. Courage is at 24 for a little more key recovery. Stamina is at 30. It was at 41 with the Master Swordsman build I was using, but when I switched to Sonata, I could take it down because it's not as heavy. Dexterity, magic, just where they need to be for me to have my quick change scrolls and extraction talismans. Fuck, I feel like there was something else I wanted to say here. Oh yeah, my toughness is only a B rating, so is my agility. What the fuck ever. My melee weapon attack is over 2300 right now without max level, and without having any 170 gear, which is interesting because on my my main character, the Tonfa build, I max out at 2300 with 170 plus 10 Tonfas, and maxed out at 300. So yeah, there's that. Oh, also, I have these remodeled to buff both, or to scale off of heart and skill. So that's why I'm trying to keep those two stats even instead of one favored over the other. So, Guardian Spirit, Tenjin Kujaku, the fucking peacock thing. This is, my opinion, like the fucking best Guardian Spirit you can use. There's so much to it. Let's take a look. Alright. You get an anima bonus when you hit an enemy with a ranged attack. Cool. Stance-based Amrita bonus. This is where this Guardian Spirit really fucking kicks ass. Alright. Anytime you absorb Amrita, you get a buff, depending on what stance you're currently in. So, and they can all stack. It's not just one, and then it's not just you absorb Amrita in high stance to get an attack bonus, and then wait till that fucking shit wears off to switch to medium or low. No. You absorb Amrita in your high stance, then you switch to your mid stance, and get your defense buff as well. And then you switch to your low stance, get your key recovery speed. I'm in low stance all the time, so my key recovery speed is always good. So sometimes, fuck, before I go into a boss fight, if I got extra fucking spirit stones, pop one of those in high stance. Then I'll switch to mid stance, pop another one. There, I've got my attack and defense buffs. And then I'll go back to my low stance, which is where I do most of my combat. And you can have all three of those active at the same time. Extended elemental weapon doesn't really matter for the weapons that we're running, because they've already got that shit on them permanently. So, anima bonus. Okay, so you want to talk about building anima so you can drop your fucking yokai abilities on motherfuckers? You're using swords with permanent elemental damage on them. So, obviously an A scaled anima bonus just for doing elemental damage is a fucking no-brainer. The enemy, treasure, Amrita, and Kodama sensor, that's cool. I don't pay a whole lot of fucking attention to it, but, you know, occasionally we all get bored. I just recently switched to Hakutaku as my secondary, mainly for the yokai ability damage in phantom mode. I'm using primary Guardian Spirit as a phantom, so duh. Alright, so, and what's this fucking last thing here? The soul cores I'm using. I've got a Yoki. I think they're the same on both. Yokio, Takemaro, and Yudo. Oh, no, I've got an Enki on this one. Well, fuck me. Alright. So my primary, I've got Yoki for the anima bonus on Amrita absorption. Like I said, extraction talismans, constantly getting Amrita. So obviously building more anima. Defense, Yokai Shift. Look, I don't give two fucks about Yokai Shift. I use it pretty much just to finish off certain enemies for a higher drop rate. Okay. Next one, Otakimaru. This one I use on both. Extra anima, anima bonus on a confused enemy. You're using dual swords that have both fire and lightning. You're gonna proc confusion. Also, when you use Otakimaru, which you're gonna get to do multiple times on every boss with this build, they're gonna be confused anyway. Yokai ability damage all. Cool, but we're only really using Otakimaru. On Yudo, anima bonus elemental attack. Again, with the fucking swords. All elemental attacks. And elemental damage taken. Alright, whatever. Hakutaku, there's on Yudo again. The only thing that's different on this one is Enki. You get an anima bonus for damage taken and melee damage versus humans. Now, for the anima bonus damage taken, the good thing about that, the 6th piece bonus of Sonata. Damage bonus for damage taken. So we're not shying away from taking fucking damage. This isn't some huge fucking tanky build where I'm encouraging you to go out and put easy target on your shit so you can get your fucking dick knocked in the dirt constantly and run around with 1 HP point just to do like one shots on bosses. This isn't that fucking build. If you thought it was, I'm sorry. You're wrong. And I never claimed that. So, but as you can see, life, fuck dude, I'm only at like 3809 for life, so this isn't some huge fucking tanky build, but you can still take damage, and with the use of the extraction talisman and the life recovery, Amrita absorption, and life drain on melee attack buffs, those 3 things all put together, you can eat fucking shit. You can get plenty of damage put on you and still survive and recover your health simultaneously. So, on top of that, you're gaining anima for taking damage. And, thanks to Sonata, you're also buffing your attack from taking damage. So, I just feel like this is a great fucking combination. There's not really anything else I can think of. So, that's all I got for now. Yeah, so, dual element, low stance sword build using Sonata and Tengu. Yep, that's what we're working with here. Feel free to leave a comment. I'm not claiming this to be some OP fucking boss fucking shit pusher inner fucking amazing goddamn build. It's what's working for me right now. I'm enjoying it, so I just figured I'd fucking share.